Our game on Super Sunday between Manchester United and Leeds will be a stage for one star import, though, Eric Cantona. 9 goals all told so far. No wonder they're calling him General de Gaulle, and no wonder it's Je t'aime Eric from his fans and his peers.
In the space of just a few short weeks, Eric Cantona has become a Leeds folk hero.
Cantona brings it into the corner, and the champions are in front. Cantona, good jump, excellent jump, good shot! What a shot! And Cantona has a hat-trick. Robillard missed the cross.
So 3 goals in the Charity Shield and 6 in the Premier League so far. Yes, Cantona has well and truly arrived.
He's marvellous. You know, I've been watching him for the bench for the last six games, and it's a joy to watch. He can drift out of the game for 20 minutes, but he always produces something special. I've been counting, he gets at least 3 or 4 strikes at goals every game.
Eric has settled nicely into English football now. I mean, it was a big culture shock for him last season to come straight in halfway through the season. It took him a while to adapt, which is obviously it was going to. But now he's had the pre-season to settle in with the lads. He knows the routine now, and he's looking the player that we all knew he could be. And he is adding an extra dimension to our play. I think he's helping me as well. He's encouraging me to do certain extra things that I wouldn't normally do. So I think we are a better squad. And I think we're playing better at this stage of the season than we were last season. Whether we'll win any trophies remains to be seen yet.
How's his English coming on?
It's coming on.
You've been interpreting, haven't you?
Well, I speak very basic French. I was there for 3 months when I played for the second division club Niort, but he's getting better. He still can't understand the dressing room banter. It's a little too quick for him, but if you speak very slowly, you can get through to him. He seems to understand when you're praising him.
He's certainly making an impact on the pitch, though, isn't he?
Oh, he is. He's a quality player. He's so comfortable with the ball at his feet, and he's a great finisher as well. He does make things happen around him. When there seems to be nothing on, he suddenly creates a bit of magic, and there's something on. The goal opens up to him, or he lays a pass on for a colleague. So I think he's going to be a great addition to the English Premier League this year.
And evidence of that came in his midweek performance against Oldham. A big scramble in the goal mouth, but it was Cantona who knew best where the goal was. His strength is his strength, plus a natural exuberance which has made him a big favourite with the fans.
It's nice to think, Jim, that you've got 2 English forwards at the top of the game speaking to each other in French, and I bet it causes some confusion in defences around the country.
Oh, at the moment, yeah, no doubt about it. 2 of them are playing very, very well, and they seem to be getting something right anyway.
Your last season at Leeds coincided with Cantona's first there. Did you see him making such an impact when he first arrived?
No, not at all. In fact, a little bit the opposite. I had my doubts whether he was going to make a good signing at the time, but obviously Harold Wilkinson saw that he would, said that he was going to get him fit, and I think we've all seen the result.
Take a look at this, Jim. You're actually at this game. Talk us through some of
well, his control, for starters, is superb. And I mean, he is a big guy, and it's great to see big guys with so much skill. But not only that, he's very, very, very good now at working and working the ball. You know, he won't just kind of stand around maybe like he did a bit last season. He knows what's going on there. He is back in defence to help out. Just a nice easy pass and get on with things again. His overall work rate is very, very good, and I think fitness brings sharpness all round.
Why could they not handle him in France? Why did it all go horribly wrong? Has he explained this to you?
Well, it's a bit hard. I don't speak French either, Paul, but I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe something could set him off here. You don't know. He seems to be a little bit temperamental at times. Hopefully he won't, but if anybody can control that, Harold Wilkinson will.
And he's got a superb relationship with the fans at Elland Road, who are among the best in the country now.
Absolutely love him. They make more noise at Elland Road than anywhere else in the country, and they're certainly making a lot of noise about Eric Cantona at the moment.
Something really to savour this weekend then. Cantona's first appearance, Leeds going to Old Trafford. A hell of a game in prospect here. And remember last season's titanic title battle between 2 great clubs.
The League Championship trophy sits proudly in the Elland Road boardroom. And yet, when Manchester United knocked Leeds out of 2 cup competitions at the turn of the year...
Hughes! 1-0 to Manchester United.
Few people would have given the Yorkshiremen much chance of being the side that would end up by celebrating the capture of English football's ultimate prize.
Obviously, last season is still fresh in people's minds. But as far as Manchester United are concerned, and I know as far as we are concerned, I'm sure Sunday will have no reference or relevance relative to last season. It'll be a fresh game. They've started reasonably well, having picked up the last couple of games. We've taken on the setback at Middlesbrough and bounced back, even though perhaps our performances have not been reflected in the results up to now.
I don't think you actually need any build-up to the Leeds United confrontations. I mean, since they've come back into the First Division and now the Premier Division, it's always been titanic battles with us. So it wouldn't be any different on Sunday, and there wouldn't be any motivation needed for it. The players realise it's a big one, and I think they're best at these games.
United, with Dion Dublin injured, will be relying even more heavily on the goal power of Mark Hughes.
We found it a little bit difficult here without the Stretford end behind us. We've just missed that little bit of atmosphere that we've had before, but I think we've got to accept that it's not there, and I think come Sunday, big game with Leeds United, the crowd will get behind us, and I'm sure that'll lift us.
As for Leeds, well, they're so strong these days they can even afford to leave the likes of Gordon Strachan on the bench. Strachan, of course, a former United star.
Yeah, I love my time at Manchester United. A smashing club. But I was very, very lucky to come to another great club in Leeds United. When I left Manchester United, I thought I would do well to... My goal was to go back to Old Trafford with Leeds in the First Division, and I thought at the time that Manchester United, the way they were progressing, probably the league champions. But as it's turned out, thankfully, that we go there as league champions.
We had great rivalry last season. We had some epic games against them. We just pipped them at the post in the league title championship, and I'm sure they're going to be there or thereabouts at the end of this season. I think that the Premier League at the moment looks a bit strange at the top end of the division. I'm sure that will change as the season progresses, and I'm sure ourselves and United will be one of the teams that will be there right at the very end. So I think this game is crucial. It might not be a top of the table clash at the moment, but I'm sure it will be very significant in the later stages of the season.
How much feeling, Jim Beglin, exists between the 2 sets of players after what happened last season?
I think it's going to be the same as normal. Obviously, there's always a little bit of rivalry, but I mean, off the pitch, footballers get on with each other in general. You know, you have an odd skirmish now and again, but there's been nothing like that. It's been good, hard competition between the clubs, and I'm sure it'll be the same again on Sunday.
That's good to hear. Now, for Manchester United, it would seem to me a crucial factor that Mark Hughes, with Dion Dublin missing, takes responsibility again. Now, Hughes had all kinds of problems, we hear, on and off the field through the summer, but he's been scoring. There's 3 goals so far. We've seen the first. These are the other 2, Jim.
Well, he's a guy I would get hectic at the start. You know, both sides probably could have had a better start, maybe, you know, to be right up there with Norwich and QPR. But in saying that, you know, this is the big one, and both will really stamp their authority on the other to set the scene for the rest of the season.
Crucial battles?
Well, I think Chapman-Cantona against Bruce and Pallister is probably going to be the main battle on the day. 2 very good midfields with both clubs. That should be interesting as well. But it'll be interesting to see how Pallister and Bruce handle Cantona in particular, because of course both himself and Chapman have started off very, very well with about 10 goals between them, something like that.
If you had to be a tipster, who would your money be on for this game?
Oh, Leeds.
With away from home that they can win?
Yeah, I think so. Man United have had their troubles. Leeds were unfortunate last season to lose out in both cup competitions. I think they can maybe turn them over.
Whatever happens, it's going to be a hell of a game, and you know the only place you can see it, exclusively live on Super Sunday on Sky Sports.